Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, where the Union of Wizards have created their first self-governing sector, or semi-self-governing sector anyway, giving it over to the Bene Gesserit to manage for us. A task that she's actually losing 0.5 energy credits every month. Even though we're not taxing the sector at all, we're not taking any of their gains for ourselves. Bene Gesserit, Windwalker, I expect better of you. Frankly, I think you need to pull yourself together. We'll see how she gets on. I think there are quite a number of buildings queued up, which hopefully should rectify that situation for her. So you just carry on, Bene Gesserit, and we will go and do something else. What have we got here? A leader has gained a level. Vernon the Planet Strider has leveled up. He's now level 3. Good for you, Vernon the Planet Strider. The Senator has completed construction of mining stations around Tribano. Unemployment. This pop is unemployed. Consider putting it to work to increase its efficiency. Why is it unemployed? This building has been deactivated. Well, reactivate it then. Activate the building. There we go. That's more like it. Maybe it was deactivated because there was no one there to work it originally. Possibly. I guess. I don't know, actually. Fine. These people are still not... oh, look. Let's swap these two over. This Midari here, who presumably has been born since the glorious conquest of their world, and therefore has grown up in the company of Wizardian robots, and potentially even has gotten to visit as the first new inhabitant of the world, has perhaps been introduced to Vernon the Planet Strider himself, who kind of, smiled and shook his hand, and, then went back inside his climate-controlled, inhabitable little palace that he has built on the surface, because otherwise he really wouldn't want to survive very long in the desert as it is. But at any rate, that's good, because more happy populace is definitely better for me. The more of these that we can make, the better, frankly. You know what? Have a power plant level 2 as a reward for that. Grand. We should probably take a look at the factions, because they will have a faction. Factions. Yeah, look. The independent Quaini Separus.
Established.
Our colony has been established. Alright, we'll come back and look at the factions in a minute. First, let's take a look at our new colony, for we need peoples here. Many peoples for many things. First, we're going to put a governor in. New governor, Mormo, I have a job for you. You are to come over here to this new world and begin the construction process, building it up and preparing it for more and better wizarding activities. There's quite a lot of research available on this planet, look. Quite a lot of physics research. We probably want to get these going. We're also going to resettle into here, look. We're going to send this wizard, we're going to resettle to Girdwood. Drag and drop pops between the planets to resettle. Planets must have a planetary administration to be valid targets for resettlement. Alright, so Girdwood can't have resettlement take place until the thing here has been upgraded to planetary administration, and for that we need 5 pops. Great. Well, we can build some pops. Build some props. Let's do that. Do we want to sacrifice this food? I think we probably do, because it's got 2 minerals in it. So we're going to build a robot here, and also a basic mine. We'll build a robot here as well. Pow. Oh, robots everywhere. Robots for the win! Wizardian robots! Making our population expand ever more and ever further and ever greater across the galaxy. Let's stay here, and we will build a hydroponics farm here. Look, there we go. That's good. So we've got 2 robots being built. We've got 1 population coming. We'll need 1 more population after that before we can upgrade to a planetary administration, and then we'll start shipping in population from some of our more well-established planets and possibly building robots to replace them. Robots everywhere. Robots for the win. Good. Excellent. All is looking good. Let's unpause it again. Fleet order finished. Mining station was built. Is that the Senator? Alright, fine. Build a research station here. Look at that. 4 research waiting to be mined. Data mined from Tribano 4. Whatever interesting anomalies have led to it, there is a plethora of science to be gotten from Tribano 4. A leader has gained a level. Scientist Alan on the Chalky has leveled up. Good for you. Look at that. Alan on the Chalky is now level 4 and thoroughly bearded and looking fine. All of our researchers currently men. Interesting. 58 months remaining on that. Alfred Doomsinger is currently busy with a special project, the Wily Uddloran. I don't know why Alfred Doomsinger is required to assist Ron in this research. I mean, he's like light years away right now, back at the homeworld, and yet for some reason he has to stop what he's doing and review all of the data coming in from the Sentinel. And I don't know, like maybe correct the spelling. Maybe Ron's just like a terrible writer, and Alfred is required to kind of reformat it for the higher-ups to actually digest. I don't know. There must be some kind of reason. Whatever it is, we'll just leave them to it. The Uddlorans have been secured. The crew of the WSS Sentinel has managed to collect a small group of Uddlorans from the icy surface of the WSS Sentinel. See, Alfred, you have not done your job there, have you? You have not done your job at all, because it's not from the surface of the WSS Sentinel at all. It's from the surface of Salax 3A, or wherever it was you were. Possibly Salax 1A. I think probably Salax 3A. That's the Arctic world. It is. The crew of the WSS Sentinel has managed to collect a small group of Uddlorans from the icy surface of the WSS Sentinel, i.e. Salax 3A. These white, furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the snow. Wow, there really is a lot of typos in Ron's report here. I'm not sure what exactly has gone on, but Alfred Doomsinger has done very little to correct this for the higher-ups, actually, as it turns out. Or maybe being so annoyed at being dragged away from his main research, it is actually Alfred who has inserted all of these weird anomalies. Let's try that again. The crew of the WSS Sentinel has managed to collect a small group of Uddlorans from the icy surface of Salax 3A. These white, furry omnivores wrap themselves into tight balls and roll across the snow fields at astonishing speeds. One animal was clocked at over 80 kilometers per hour. This aided in their detection, since the passage of their rolling forms kicks up huge plumes of swirling snow. Wow, that's absolutely fascinating. I'm sure the Museum of Exobiology will be thrilled to receive your specimen upon your return, Ron, although you have many others to collect. I hope, however, that between you and Alfred, you can actually get your spelling and typos and words and things correct in future reports, if you don't mind, if that's not too difficult. Excellent! So, Ron, we need you to go on to the next target, which I think is possibly here in the Lirum system. Yes, of course. You can go to Special Projects, Lirum Mining Base. Alright, there is actually something else here in the Lirum system, which is of interest. Should we stop off and let's do the mining base first, especially as it's orbiting Sharion's crystal and all that. So, Ron, take a break, have a little rest, get your nature documentary skills a little bit in order, maybe your report writing skills, have a chat with Alfred over the hyperspace link network, and next time let's do a little bit better, shall we? And in the meantime, you can do a bit of research on this mining base here and tell us what you find when you arrive. You're a very skilled scientist, Ron. I mean, you're actually more skilled than any of our research scientists back home, even Alfred Doomsinger, because you're a 5-star scientist. And an archaeologist, so frankly, there's no excuse at all for any of that. You are 70 years old though, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I mean, we don't allow our wizarding explorers to retire here. I mean, the governors get given cushy assignments and stuff, but unfortunately, Ron, there is no choice. You're just going to be basically worked into the grave aboard the Sentinel, and I don't think you would have it any other way either, quite frankly. Research complete. What have we got researched? Border range plus 20% and the survey data. Okay, well, I mean, pros and cons. New research. Biolab. Quicksand basin removal. We might want to pick that up at some point. Leader capacity plus 2. Edict cost minus 15%. I quite like that, but you know what? I'm going to get the biolab so that we can keep building up our planetary research output to offset all of the extra pops that we are collecting. Good. Excellent. I'm sure Ron is on his way. Look, I think he just walked into the system. The Senator needs fresh orders. Is there anywhere left for exploitation? Oh yeah, the Weir system. Let's send the fleet into the Weir system, and what we'll do is we'll send the fleet back to get upgraded. Upgrade fleet. We can't upgrade the fleet. Because we created a new version, so we'll just create an upgraded version of the Boxer. Blue lasers, fusion reactors, improved deflectors. There we go. Two deflectors. Oh, we also want ion thrusters. Look at that. Look at that for optimum efficiency. 0 power left. It's actually at its maximum possible power completion. Save that. Yes, that's fine. Magic missile. We want to add thrusters to this. Look, I went for armor on this one. What was I thinking? Improved deflectors. There we go. Same deal. Same. I mean, it's the same ship with a different name. A better name, but nonetheless, a different name. Let's upgrade the fleet. We'll also merge it with the third fleet there, and then we'll send all of them in together to find out why we haven't done anything with the Weir system yet. What is the crystalline entities? We will deal with those crystalline entities in due course. Let's take a quick look at our contacts panel and just see what... we've got quite a lot of empires that we are aware of now. The Siban United States absolutely hated us. Sam pointed this out via a interdimensional communique that they absolutely hate us. They are fanatical purifiers, so they have minus 1,000 reputation with us. They absolutely cannot stand us. How are we? We're like an equivalent power. Fleet power is equivalent, naval capacity is equivalent, technological level is equivalent. Obviously enough, they're unfriendly. You know what? Let's make them rivals. Declare a rivalry. They already hate us, so a bit of extra rivalry is not going to hurt, is it? Do you think to impress anyone with your boisterousness? I think to gain only plus 3/7 influence, actually, as it turns out. But never mind. More influence is always better. Good. Fine. Goodbye. It shouldn't really bother us because these guys are all the way over here. Look, Siban United States, where are they? Oh, they're actually over here. They're behind the Photesian Republican planets. Now that is interesting. That is very interesting. I wonder what they think of the Photesians. Rivals with the Photesian planets. They are indeed rivals already, so this might actually make the Photesians like us a little bit more. Archaeological project completed. After investigating the boreholes on Lirum 2A, our archaeologists found the fossilized remains of over 100 Irasian miners at the bottom of one of them. They appear to be more victims of the Javorian pox that brought about the fall of the Irasian Concordat. In a futile attempt to keep the disease from spreading, their comrades dumped the bodies down one of the boreholes before the moon was evacuated. An interesting find. Engineering research gain, +1 Irasian artifacts recovered. Interesting indeed. Hopefully we can discover even more Irasians out there in the far reaches of space. These Photesians, look, shall we create an embassy with them? Let's establish an embassy. It'll increase our, reputation with them. I don't really want to be fighting on two fronts, and, they are just absolutely hideous beings. But, well, their fleet power is currently superior compared to ours, so we definitely want to try and keep them at bay if possible, evangelizing zealots.
Construction complete.
They've declared a rivalry against us. Well, that's just outrageous. Should we offer them a trade deal? What trade deal might we offer? Information, star charts. We could offer to transfer detailed charts of all explored space. They might like that. Your star charts for my... No, they really don't. I'm sure we've explored more space than you, frankly. Non-aggression pledge? Well, 2. Guarantee independence, migration access, research agreement. They do not want to deal with us at all. Alright, I think we might have an issue, a potential future issue with the Photesian Republican planets as well. The first fleet has been fully upgraded. Excellent. Let's go to the first fleet then. We're also going to merge the first fleet and the second fleet together. That's fine. Transfer all. Look at that. Look at that fleet. 471 military power. Oh yeah. And fly into Weir. We shall engage the crystalline entities in battle and see just who is the lord of this region of space. Us, or mere crystalline beings floating through the void. Alright, so the first fleet is underway to Weir. I guess we'll probably keep an eye on them. Oh, the Sentinel can continue its research and gathering of xenobiological survey materials by going to Lirum 4, where we will hopefully find the malleable Gulenthar. Interesting, the malleable Gulenthar on the tundra world of Lirum 4a, which orbits a toxic world, no less. Artemis might as well construct some mining stations out here, I guess, followed by maybe research station and then more mining stations. How's the sector doing? Have they managed to sort out... Look, they have. Okay, they're now actually making energy credits, and indeed they're making a mineral stockpile, so that's good. We can put them onto 25%. I think that's probably fine. Actually 50%. Let's go up to 50%. They don't need a huge amount of minerals and things to keep themselves going. It'd be nice to be able to send the Bene Gesserit like a communique saying, hey, build robots here in this place, because clearly a robot will be a better worker for those minerals than this wizarding will be. But sadly I can't, without actually removing this whole sector from the thing. We're just gonna... We said before, we have to trust her. We're just gonna have to trust her and hope that she doesn't completely mess it up. Good, she is the Bene Gesserit Windwalker. I mean, how much more awesome could she be? I don't know. Probably not much, if any at all. Let's just wait for the first fleet to arrive in the Weir system and to see... Oh, hold on. We got research. Research complete. The biolab. New research then. Oh, look! Look, it's the little alien pets! Strategic resource. These docile, non-sentient creatures can easily be domesticated, and their friendly demeanor and appealing looks would make them popular as pets and companions. Xenophiles value them highly and proudly present them in their zoos. Or terraforming station. I mean, wow, that's also really useful. Terraforming gases, strategic resource mined from gas giants. Terraforming gases represent an assortment of gases such as hydrogen, helium, and methane. Terraforming gases are used to make wet planets drier. Terraforming fluids are used to make dry planets more humid. I mean, we could terraform our worlds for sure, but alien pets, come on, it's a no-brainer. Form Federation we're still not going to do. Alien pets, it has to be. I would totally take this probably if I was min-maxing, but look at the cute little alien pet. I mean, look at him, he's such a cutie pie. Alright, fine, alien pets. Begin the important research, Alfred Doomsinger. Find us alien pets in the universe that we can use to make people happy and to go, oh, look at the little alien pet, so cute, and other such expressions of pleasingness. Good. And the first fleet has arrived in the Weir system, preparing to engage the crystalline entities. Where are they? Where are they lurking? Look, there is only one, and it's only 128. It's just running away. Yeah, you run. You run, crystalline entities. For too long you have lurked in these systems, making it unavailable for our science ships and indeed our construction ships to exploit in the name of the wizarding people. But no more, you shall be chased from here, from this place. Do we have like a situation log for crystalline entities? Space amoeba, void cloud, precursors, the Eurasians. That's fine. It's all good. Our fleets will make short work of them. I'm sure of that. 128 versus our 471. Fully armed and operational battle fleet. Fleet engaged. Faye Potter, under command of the First Fleet, engages the crystalline entities, which appear to have some kind of curious self-healing ability. It shall not avail you, crystalline entities. You shall succumb to the awesome power of the Wizardian blue lasers as we rain lasery death down upon your crystalline forms. We're looking for a complete victory here, not a single ship lost. We entered the battle with 13 ships. The battle is over, And we have 13 ships remaining. Good work, Faye Potter. A glorious victory for the Wizardian people. And indeed, a crushing defeat for the crystalline peoples, if such things exist. Though perhaps they're just more like sort of space creature things that hang around. And generally get in the way and cause us to be unable to survey systems which clearly fall within our domain. But now the system of Weir is open to us, and eventually our one and only research field scientist will have to make his way there, Ron, commander of the Sentinel, and 70-year-old veteran explorer extraordinaire. But first, he is on an important quest, an intergalactic zoo quest, and he is in the process of harvesting the Guanthian herds. What mysteries will they reveal? What wonders will the Xenobiological Museum back on Wizard Prime be able to discover from his research? And just how badly will he maul his report? Unfortunately, we'll have to wait until next time, because once again we have run out of time this time. But thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later.